Can this 75-year-old Ford 8N beat this 30-year-old Deutz Allis? Welcome to this episode of FAFO Lab. Do you ever let the intrusive thoughts win? We're going to test this. Time to fuck around and find out. Make sure to subscribe, like, hit the subscribe button, all those fun things. Okay? We need subscribers. You're the viewer. We need you. We love you. Thanks for watching. We're going to test a few different things today. We're going to test which one can mow faster. We're going to see which one has the top speed and which one can race down the track the fastest and get the best speed. All right? So there's a few differences here we're going to have to check out today. I'm going to run you through these tractors real quick. So this is the Ford 8N. Okay, they built them from, I believe it was 1947 to 1952. It has a 4-cylinder flat top gasoline engine. Okay, they were a 4-speed transmission with reverse. That's it. You don't have high gear, low gear, nothing like that. What you see is what you get. They were built old and sturdy and solid. They were built like tanks, okay? This thing still runs today, and we're gonna see what it can do. And this here is the slightly newer 1985 Deutz Allis 5220. All right, it has some advantages over the old beast over here. One, being it has a 3-cylinder valved diesel, okay? It's a fuel injected, high pressure fuel injected diesel. So, tends to have more torque, more horsepower. Another advantage, it also has a 12-speed transmission with reverse. So it's got many torque advantages, it's got all kinds of advantages, but will it win? We're gonna have to find out. So without any further delay, let's get this party started. Who's gonna win? Okay, so for this test, I'm just gonna simply be using an app. I'm gonna find out what the top speed of each of these mowers are. I'm gonna be using this app right here. You're gonna see me, I'm gonna start down there. I'm gonna race down here as quickly as I can, and then I'm gonna show you what the top speed was. Let's do it. There we go, we're topped out. Okay. It says that our top speed is 13.47. 13.47 is our top speed for the Ford 8N. All right, we actually have some surprising results here, because that has a 12-speed transmission to the 4-speed transmission in the Ford 8N, the old Ford. So this says that my top speed, completely maxed out, was only 10.54 miles an hour. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. I expected that to be faster. But they're not built for speed, right? They're built for strength. So let's test that. Now, let's go ahead and see. I'm going to put it through some high grass and see which one mows the best. Let's find that out, huh? So you're going to notice that there's a difference in the two implements that I have hooked up to these tractors, okay? One of them is a bush hog, the other is a finish mower. So it's not apples to apples, but we're just going to check and see how quickly I can mow down this, all right? I'm just going to run it as fast as I can go and see which one will handle the mow, all right? Let's start with the Deutz Allis. Okay, so I noticed down there in a little bit thicker of grass, both of them kind of bogged down a little bit, particularly the old 8N, okay? But it does have the 4-cylinder gasoline engine versus the 3-cylinder diesel, so that does produce a lot more torque, the diesel does. So I'm thinking that, you know, maybe this just doesn't have quite enough oomph to push through the grass at that high of a speed. That being said, it still cut the grass and it cut it very well, as you saw. So I don't know. I think we're still kind of neck to neck here. I really do. Both of them mowed great. They didn't stop. They didn't stall. So I think we need to test something else. Time for a drag race. What do you think? Who's going to win? Ford 8N? Deutz Allis? Let's find out. Okay, you can see right there, there's an orange spray paint can with an orange line. I'm going to start at the same position down there, and I'm going to run it as fast as it can go until it crosses that line. You tell me which one wins. All right, here we go. I don't know, guys. That was a pretty close race. I think the old Ford 8N won. My mind's kind of blown here. Had them both in high gear, as fast as they'd go. So yeah, I'm going to be interested to watch that side by side. All right, so I think we need another test. We need to see what can it pull. Okay, how can I drag a car with one of these tractors? There's only one way to find out. All right, so for our final test, we're going to check and see how much can it pull. Can this tractor pull that car that's in park with its emergency brake on that weighs under 4,000 pounds, let's say 3,500 pounds. Now this tractor has a little bit of an advantage. It has many gears. It has a 12-speed transmission. So I got all different combinations I can use. So to keep it fair, I'm not going to go into low gear. I'm going to go ahead and keep it in high gear and first gear so that it gives the 8N the most chance to be competitive. Okay, so let's see what it'll do. Will it pull it? We're gonna find out. Well, it's gonna stall out. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it in a lower gear. It pulled it. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think it was going to do that, but it did pull it. I didn't want to yank it too far, but it can pull it. So, good job. Good job, Deutz Allis. All right, here we go. A tire spinning. Tire spinning. Ah! Well, I think we answered that, huh? It's a good old tractor. It didn't run out of power. It ran out of traction. So, well, there we go. I think if it had the traction and the weight, it still would have pulled that. So, there we go, guys. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe, like, hit the bell notification. We want to keep bringing you great videos. But without subscribers, I'm not going to keep doing it. So, have a good day.